ones where Mikel Arteta can be along the line said Partey looking the freshest and the best since Oba this season as a player. It's very, very important. Quite unfortunate say Thomas Partey boss an important game maybe for our style. Now Kenya say as captain of the Blackstars and Kwabeka team no. Say we get a foothold of the game. Now, say Osha your Blackstars team ni kita sisi na. Ashimeruso enka team no. The last time we didn't come about the importance of carrying to break the lines, any passing to break the lines. Thomas Partey more of the passer of the ball or the breaking lines. No, now there's going to be the absence of Thomas Partey from team. No, any absence of Mabrante Fene Majid Ashimeru from your team. No, and obviously, have some effects. In the last two call-ups, Abrantia, your friend Salis Abdul Samed, MI. So the regular midfielders and him saying common money in FIFA Mayakase and Otuado, there have been some consistency. Your team, you know, in terms of the midfield this time, you lose almost everybody. Now the onus now falls on players who and as a players who be one Abrante Fen Elisha Owusu. Now the onus falls on somebody like him with FIFA physicality, you'll be able to control FIFA. No, cover a lot of ground for us. He's the one that we follow. In the last game of boy in the French League before Sobano, no, one of the best players. Okokoshe who scored who.com in terms of player ratings, or one of the best in that game that he played in the French League before he came. Now, your Atlanta midfielder friend Ibrahim Suleimana. Also bought 17 minutes for Atlanta in the Italian Serie A. The last game of boy winning, Suleimana bought just I think about 19 minutes for Atlanta. I don't know see our friends about Ghana Blackstars team or about joining team or also about team playing. The dynamics of the team, but on share out more my. So if most likely, so anyone means that there's going to be a possibility for him to go onto the pitch and play. Now, away from him, you need replacement of boys now. Partner anyone. Yakwako for Brantia, your friend forcing a man team him. Any Abu Francis more back into the team. Based on Nianana Yeshe in recent times of replacements, players on Babashino. And these are all players are progressively. CSC Kitabona so Omubobono a control game now. These are players that can do their job. Yes, but you say Omubeno, it definitely it will affect us. You look how bit you say Joseph Pinto. Or my different skill sets from wing side on. Most of your wingers seem a little bit tricky, but so much check a crime sign. But it's more direct, more pacey. Our wing on them. Abian can't start a match. But the directness that he brings into the team in the second half would help us. Which is a very, very important attribute. Very, very important. It say Onuswakwa pra on more match on Thursday because of a possible hamstring injury, and also idea affected Accra. But again, like Henry Asante Chumeka, say uye coacher, that's how we do team. There is always a backup. Every position, every skill set, every BBA Upebiano, there is always a backup for it. There is no way I over prepare for team. Now over born, unya backup for boa opesa obo, and as a plan on how you want to play. Are there any possible? There was always going to be a backup for how we wanted to play. Ushobi said Michael Beidou. We spoke about how good he was. In fact, Otuado was asked about him on the pre-match press conference. Normally, or be releasing his statements. Not say, on found him by for specific reasons. Now he will get the opportunity to see Michael Beidou. Yeah, the Abu France Ababeka team will fee for him. I've said it several times. So, midfielders so only good on the ball in Krano. I a replacement for Thomas Partey in the future. Francis Abu one of those players from. All of these boys are free Ghana one of those boys in the Scandinavian region. Abu Francis is one of them. Then we have Ibrahim Sadiq and Abrante Feni Jonas Ajeti. Adding to the 4 players Yelusu in the Ghana Blackstars and almost skill sets. I think it's important. See the bigger picture and they say for Thomas Partey, we need to be planning for life without Partey. As he started here planning as a country for life without Partey.
He's our captain.
But definitely. Yeah, but only a captain forever.
Yeah, I know.
And so that's what I'm saying. Because the tendency in war, if I have possibility, the sentence in war say Partey will not be captain of Ghana forever. There is a need to prepare for a life without him. and boys don't be understanding, you know. They need to start coming in.
Oh no, more cars are on your committed. No, no, me
Say party and you're committed just because one manana.
Yeah, almost as a national team collab near there, where Patan Famana. It looks like I say, do the mass rano, and it do the Magan and difference room. And Bibiki to be an apartheid, Jinazo, me Madi and Day.
Oh, Debbie. For me, it's a non-starter.
Okay.
Ninti a non-starter, and he say, Obi any concrete reason of Beka say, and party yare and a son yare. It is what I make and then, oh, Tigana, Untiming as a party bois. Now, mammy, evidence in Chester party bois. Also, Bobo on the wheel. Okay, no, hold on. And then, what
Henry say, medical team no edge report from the Arsenal medical team, which I confirm say indeed a branch no fancy me sure was fake.
Which the truth of the matter is that young team depending on Partey. It's not because and it is Partey not dependable. Only dependable, and then just for the Blackstars. Arsenal last season, how many games have Partey bomb Arsenal? This season, when you're the most consistent in almost the last 3 years for club side, and he is age 31. If not for nothing, or get it to the twilight of the career. So there is always the need to prepare for life beyond Thomas Partey, and there are no hard feelings. In and no, they won't even cast or buana so kind of credit. You take what the official mouthpiece says and work with it. In any case, Ghana, you were a possibility sending Henry Kacher and say, we will ask for the player to come and assess him. Clubs in Bebre, last international break, Chelsea say Copa Mepra, England for some Copa Mamranian, or Bam Soki Wepra, then you can go back. So you can take that and then assess him. But for me, the bigger picture is that Thomas Partey a player there, we need to start preparing for life ahead. That's the realistic thing to do. And it's best start prepare for life beyond Thomas Partey because one, why injury prone for a while now. When you have a lot of issues in recent times when the clubs and I think the club the money also very important to him. And we need to make sure say you be managing the minute here. Players now about shame no ARC mom, especially for forcing a man. I think that he will get a part to play in the game against Sudan. Abu Francis, sorry. Obeni a part to play in the game against Sudan. And once they come in, it is time for them to also take the mantle, no more deliver.
Okay. Fifi, that's about him, but Minko have Clemento na yeme. Abie,
Richard.
Patins me.
Member party. Now, Fifi players when I bomb with him, also one Abu in the band.
Abu, so many best share a moment to Yamana. Michael Bedu, Jonas Ajite, Ibrahim Sadiq.
No best share one.
Thomas Partey, Jose Pinto, Osman Ibrahim. And Kingsley Schindler. Never show my night.
Who would there be more? That's the reality. Oh, Maza. Let's say you're the number, 25, 26.
Yes, I see your number.
Just a few minutes. Let me say, we know when your players are Utuado or near Tomoso. I mean, they were players I know expect some back. To a plan B, second option, huh? Players are also my Banumama, and I say, Mama, the Emperor will run in the casco and make up the numbers. These are players of Bobo Medino. How many minutes from being a crabble? You say, Afulia, Samates player, Fanny. Did you mention her, Obawafo? In a crucial game against Sudan, I will hear win because we be out done in Obawafo. Sometimes, just to make up the numbers in here. You say, pencil, dear, no. I'll say, some certainty. Because Henry Kacher say, Omone, the team of US, Akasa, Momo, Akacha, so in a hamstring. So, I'm going to when you're
hamstring, yeah.
So, a prano, a prancy, and who praco, a prameboa. Yeah. But party, yare, a party. No, that's an obvious question. So, you say, pencil, pra. Yes, when you're hamstring. Yes, will be in your knock. Yes, will be in your sea. Yes, a party yari. Yari ben eno. Yari ben party. Cause you be about Thursday me boy. About Thursday we are. A next game will be on Tuesday. There were 4 clear days. The last time a party was in action for Arsenal was on Saturday. On the Southampton boy. Ufrimu 84th minute. Emma Tomiyasu by. Mind you Ufrimu no pray. Tomiyasu no buy mono. Just a planner na Mikel Arteta person but said the be ya obe consolidate ni lead no cause Southampton for born no mo born na no worship obe boni lead no ho ban into a midfielder free mu no the defender be mu the as of time 84th minute Partey free mu no me sure say game no pride o free mu no call Arteta o crack Obama Arteta and sana o ko checha ni teammates o ko tena ase yes I see obi o game ni bi ase me bo
after game no 100 no
but eden no ya rebe na no
e bi a fa ni do mu ni ba ye etia na bi anim we are catch mo ya recry ha branch no and say utie Henry say said na Fifi chichim no yo akonya bi ase be catch party say party try play mu na bra na ye ni team doctors na access but say utie Henry say anya feasible say e be ma branch na try play mu from UK abedu Ghana nti we dey enjoy no near excuse no for this game
na omo invite to move in by
no the American e bia honya
no I'm getting it the point I'm also making is it
oyare
any feasible na work
any feasible say e be na try play mu from UK before oyare
and I'm say
he's sick so oyare they are fine but oyare
and me bu say
who here say e be na try play mu free you can't abedu Ghana ye enjoy no excuse no for this game e bia next game say dey anim no then branch any okay we call
enti yanyin tum say Arsenal for catch say party yare no ya get tum so yare enti ye ni echiri bi
say in the echiri
now be the
echiri but utie Henry say thank you be ma branch na ba ne assess no ha no omo nu sem fa so bia enhye da maso say be na try play mu from UK to Ghana
I didn't tell fa so maso
oh say nya yare bia na the full plane so unim
na Henry no to be catch yare ye no
and the one can me just say me no mienu etie bia ye ne enim yare kro no but Henry ni the FA coach ni ade I know say by now e de omu yare kro ha party enti bi mother say yes party yare keke na no answer yare keke no e de e bobo mo mane but e bia ye ne me no mienu etie ni
but just pense ni je pense yare
odo de ne de injury
I didn't tell on the other no de enim I didn't tell just pense enim so nya hamstring ye news will be enya knock na Partey nya malaria no nya bi entiminka ye ka bibi be na I didn't tell the entiminka because obi dey wait me aka and it's very clear say pens we na no we na no we na we enti no we enti ma but do Partey dia team doctor na kasa de be so ma and I'm saying say let me say Henry ampan ko fire injury because it was clear in the last game Arsenal boys said that Partey no pray. What I'm suspecting is that Mikel Arteta is managing Thomas Partey. Or you're one of his key players this season. Key players for Arsenal this season. And given the fact that we had those injuries last time, no, Obama say obe protecting him. Because I didn't want to say, so called Spain. Oko England, oko other countries. Omo players say invite us. Oma ma. Yet me say, Kopama oba wanya malaria, wanya flu to go back to Chelsea. Where nya say to go back. Where nya say to go back. Unti bida.
Kopama bobo England.
Me say won ti bida. But the point is not be bobo. The point is yare no. And I make say England for me to be ka. See after Kopama, your friend no after this wanya say to some man come back to Chelsea. The free player will say to some man ko. Yen kwa ya hadi as a player be yare. Aden ya abefo a ya hu diare be na obi ya be na wu ana say I don't get it. Ebia ya abefo ti a party or ya malaria ya be ma party wu. Yenku as a play bi yare a na oyare yare be na no. Gana fo nyina mo anya Gana fo na e bompa bia ye bu yare kwa bonu ka bia ye be bompa kwa mana ho ato no. De bi oyare. You say fancy dey okay. Also he was not even sure say ni prano we prano afi no okocha MRI tenye be sure say prano we prano kra na ye pra ontimi mebo Blackstars game no afi no okocha into one basis yama Jose fence lama ni pano bosu we pra into okocha MRI na determine the extent of injury say obetu bia bibi kra nya obetu ababebo and that's a 1 day 2 because every match Thursday the next game is on Tuesday about 4 days or 5 days away. The premier no be pra and as also success will be a pra who could try scan who could be a who conclude this on the corona to maintain ye invite manema players are you mumu no I say very careful Me no tell me ni abre no cause players are ye jo mu na yes we proud na we say na we jo mu no we have to be very 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 careful cause baby eda nye baby eda nye kura until you need time for excuses no we say we don't have that time for excuses and no need the entire my so worked up no cause we should be eda pa na here you play thing you know my boy me to me ache you be Sudan wa Accra ni asako akwa shop Libya asako shop no. At least they have 6 points from Sudan. We are good to go. Say excuses and ways for your team doctors say no Marcasa and almost say and the coach scan and they say no. Me it doesn't sit well with me.
Okay. Brahma ina. If you are near approach no.
Sir Oko Twitter see ya. Na o check sports trends. Blackstars trended number 1 was sports. Number 2 Thomas Partey. Na o share the number of Twitter ever Partey is wrestling with the Blackstars as a team Nankasamu. And it is because there's a big discussion on him. You see, I think say the best way makes me a deep part in common. And they say makes media to the rumors I have heard about what people suspect is going on. And you say be as an American, I am saying it as a matter of fact.
But I'm
saying it because me some choni no. Se asem sia me de maso to for mo a na me tie nkoma ankofo dia. And also can give you an appreciation and for a perspective on the matter. Now Rich. Interestingly, a free last week, you see this week. There have been conversation on Thomas Partey from Arsenal. On one Kasani coach, Kase Abrantiano is playing very well. He seems very fit compared to last season in the last 2 seasons. And say, fit in Quadia, what he gives the Blackstars team, Debia, or no Mikel Arteta in the technical team, no. Or many saw and they put value on it. Now, Rich, the extension of Sam Komono and say, we are meant to know from reports. Say Thomas Partey, everything in your contract extension with Arsenal, which is 2 years at Arsenal. They've told him it depends on the fitness this season. How obviously stay fit and be available for games and a better whether indeed Arsenal should merit the 2-year contract now extension of best after the season now. Now Rich, when these kind of issues bar, your first suspicion will be Thomas Partey penny 2-year contract extension no inti or 10 year maybe so in terms of the unknown perceive it as distractions. Now a team stay fit. Now a team about the number of games also about Emma Arsenal. Now a team trigger the 2-year contract extension now or per club now. Everybody is free to think that way. Everybody is free to think Sadio. Number 2, Rich, the issue of the quality of your training facilities for Ghana. Okay, Azuri Obi can say, and it is because probably Abanteno don't want to come and get injured. I didn't think about obey injured. It is because you were doubt on the quality of your training facility, no? And the YouTube say you could everything man for any injury. And we shouldn't forget, you need Sudan away, no? I am hearing say to be played on an AstroTurf. And
Libya.
Yes, And player be rich. All shen who ye. English shen home by my. All shen who see ye biano. We want to avoid an astroturf pitch. Because I pitch be a ye injuries papa. So when you very fit. Uko see a car was open no baby engine biano. Na astati a yiba. And I will fairly understand why Partey is trending. I will fairly understand why people will have doubts. Say, story asna cookie actually idea. Partey so the main actor of the story now. Omucha movie in idea. Obia will want to have the suspicions and any doubt the way the person wants it. And there is nothing you can do about Obi perspective on the matter. Now, Rich, before I go to other players, I think, say, for me, the bigger lesson from Partey situation way, and they say, look, Blackstars as a national team, any in general, a Juma Biane national team, and Komobia Bedi Biaba, Juma Biano, Rich, opportunity bar. It is a loss for Obi, a gain for Obi. Maybe to say, if someone gets the opportunity, the person should make a good impression. Say, look, Partey niwa ya and whether because all her players now are koni omo bana. Two main folders, Asimeru ni Partey Efimo, Michael Bedu and Francis Abu, and the main folders are omo babeshem. Now, who are Francis Abu, who are Michael Bedu? This is your chance. This is your opportunity. And you should trust Otuado say when your party, no when you're Asimeru, now Okasa won't brother bo. Now on my opportunity now, bo. Now what me chain say, you are more committed to his cause than on one. Sebi. They are trying to play smart with club football anyway now. You show commitment to any coach, and he will go to war with you. He will go to war with you. So now if you can look, you're mutaya. Partey football span no. In the context of AFCON, the last time we went to AFCON, Partey was not there. No. And Partey was an individual and in the management. Rich, the last AFCON, Wankobi. Do you think he will sacrifice us now for Ghana to make it to the next AFCON? In terms of the priorities, he will choose his club football today, which is paying him huge amount of pounds. Over there, Obeye may perceive as distractions. Because even the last AFCON, he wasn't there. What is the guarantee he will be there the next one? It is you will want to concentrate on what you think say wow. And it is an opportunity for the rest of the squad. May take from rumor. Say Otuado Mone, the technical team, are also assessing the situation fully. And they started speaking to themselves. Say, look, if someone, and I said, from away, if anybody prove to us, say, going forward, we will move on.
Sure. And then we know me again.
We will move on.
As a captain of the team, they drew games also because of club football. You see, Rich, you see, I am very, very conscious. May come from rumor now. And I know how some Ghanaians can be funny. I will not want to draw the conclusion, say the technical team and I say Obia all this on our platform is saying Thomas Partey indeed is choosing the club football over Ghana national team. No. Yeah. But what I'm saying is say as some number Obia on the perspective on the matter. And what I have heard and they say Partey was not even with us at the last AFCON. Sure.
And the technical team is saying, so look, say any analysis on whether the facts, the superstition, the belief, the rumors and everything, no problem. But we are in the process of building the national team again. ye ba ye no ye ja Andre Ayew kwai who was the captain and nukrani say Uba Ghana Blasters every Andre Ayew abono Partey mo half and it's a teenager Andre Ayew kwai say yeah some new players today and Omut say and say they can execute the Sudan tax both home and away and going forward they are committed to the cause of the Blasters. We will move on. Any player be a why like say per deliberations no ye say we can move on without him and not Elbia on show enough commitment and they are because look Bibia kran nanche no se Partey say oyare enti ontimi meba the last time I afraid no ye call tournament we pra ontimi mba so na Fiifi no we don't need to even create rumor. The reality is that in the last 1-2 years, Rich, Partey's availability for the Blasters, we don't need to even do rumor. And we say, maybe, we should decide, say, look, probably it is time to look for permanent players, or maybe replacing these players, Partey money or more Makano, and move on. Now, Rich, you see, me, I me ja, time a spotlight in the Tom Majid as Merisono. It seems that Nkasisi Senka Otimi very fitter. He will be included in all of your collapse now. And a prayer brand. I watched the last game of my boy with Europe under it. He came in on from the bench. Very late, around 80th, and I come 10 minutes. I'm upon. And I'm in the back game him. And when I saw him, I was like, actually, this is a fine talent, but a plenty. And the irony is that Tamana Asmaria fit pano. They am feno. After ya did bad, so we will call him and they will pray. But sometimes I don't know what it is. But we will deal with it. Look, Jonas Ajete from FC Basel was part of the last team at the ball Mali in Central African Republic. No, and she all bemu for Sendelano and said new terrain and for Emmano. Said now Fiifi no. During the press now, Otuado announced the squad no. Michael Bedu for FBOK. Now about on the credit shall go in the Europa League against Roma. And he has a very, very good statistics. Europe. But Otuado say ni league now which is the Swedish league no. Or who say there are other leagues that are top no. And just say I went to show in his database, but or just say there are players ahead of him. Look, Michael, this is your time. Oh mama, you ahead of you, Nepra. And you tell do level, if you get the opportunity, both at training and in the game, prove it to say you are able to play. Now so Ibrahim Sadiq. Ghana for from AZ Akmano. Or your product of right to dream. Or Kobo Nigerian Nibi. Or your winger. And he's playing very, very well in the Dutch league for AZ Akmano. Rich, Sawasha. Ubakaya Yako World Cup. One of the players the discussing Bruha was Joseph Pencil. After the World Cup, a very, very good call up here, friendly pa. But also is one of the players and yet traveling issues were prayer. It is also fading away from your squad no, in terms of the consistency to appear during your collapse. No? And it's a young guys me say Sadiq Mubet Baba Rem, then they will lay claim a very, very, very good medima no secret. When you say I am a yapa for Osman. Ibrahim Osman. Ibrahim, okay. When you tell me, who say your last call up no by? Now, according to Minkomobia Medi or Blackstars one, he was playing very well during training. Super performance. Training. But who say on your player bia when your opportunity to play for the Blackstars, and so they want to manage how he will get into the team. And to him, your ball Mali Angola wa hawi you know. Game near Kobo Morocco no. They were expecting so we could have a very, very good scoreline. Then they will introduce him. And Fofia taught a game, then he didn't get the opportunity to play. And the technical team were like, they feel the results in the game any almost so as a year manager can disappointed Abrante because he came in with a very very good form. And they were playing say and this two-header against Sudan. Abrante friend Ibrahim Osman as about back to the Blackstars. This was going to be his moment. They will have belief in him to play. And Rich, what plan? I am a ya. Now, I can't suppose that the no do any movie. Is it good enough?
As a player, he say okay. Because my tail also the pitch is fine.
Bad.
So the pitch is okay.
You see, anytime we are doing comparative analysis, I mean, say we are comparing BB to BB. Now the pitch look okay. Yambo NS in Abaso, they've really done a yeoman's job at our Sports Stadium. But Rich, whether the pitch sending a city any ball so it's still up to world class standard. Answer no. The answer is no. Yeah, Sports Stadium no. Yeah, the best we can to get it into a state. You bet me okay. But not top standard. Yeah, when you say could do on. But at least you can see that they prepare the environment for the situation here, woman, to come to the best we can do. Now, yet me abo game no where and for you have to stop Blackstars in the Kumasi. You hand it over their mamo. And that is a very, very crucial game. Yes, Samo. Sir, and cry busy life no. Mon to check a come up for Blackstars will come up. Now at least Munko Stadium go support it to me. Now you win. Without the supporters reach, game me say it can be very difficult. And to creating the necessary atmosphere. Now you Stadium.
Especially for some time, news the Blackstars are more a crowd.
They should show that and everyone say I didn't get the feel with training. No, also Kumasi training, first training. Yes, it's Accra. My few Blasters are no, but also there's no American Accra. They have the tendency to say, "Oh, you're busy, you're business." What you say, Rich? Me just kind of first one. I says kind of boy so, and they see a check 2,000, Marco 5, and check 10,000 Ghana cedis.